Let's get it.
Scotch, bourbon, and rye, yeah, we on that whiskey. Wanna discuss an array of topics, conversation simply. Gonna drop your whiskey bars with the sip hitting for. Could you pass it, you want more? Another glass, let it flow. Steady pour. Steady pour. Yeah, a steady pour. A steady pour of growing, a steady pour of sharing, a steady pour of knowing. Now pass that Glencairn. So pull up a chair, grab a glass, and enjoy a melanin-infused perspective with a whiskey twist. Yeah, yeah, a steady pour.
Beam me up, Tone. Beam me up. Beam me up, Cal. Beam me up. Where we at, Darius? Where we at?
In the studio.
Do you think about these things all day?
No, that was spur of the moment. I could tell that was spur of the moment.
That was off the
That
dome.
was not thought through, but it was dope though. It was dope though.
It was not thought through though.
Hey, come on.
That wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot.
With the flow.
It wasn't a shot.
Welcome to a Steady Pour podcast. I'm your poor coach, Drew.
Calvin.
Tony, what's up?
Daddy-us, what it do?
And we back with another episode.
Yeah.
Another Friday night.
Another Friday
And
night.
clearly the mood is right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going up,
Yes.
Scotty.
And we have yeah, we're going up.
We're going up.
Yeah.
We're going up.
And we have a special guest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have a homie in the crew. You
No,
know what I mean?
The
Pulled up a chair. You know what I mean?
melon infused.
Now you might have seen him out there in the whiskey streets and the IG streets,
Yes, sir.
putting in work.
Yes. Work.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whiskey reviews after whiskey reviews.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially of those craft brands.
Ooh,
you know
love
what I
craft.
mean? He shout outs the craft brand.
We love the crowd.
You know what I mean? He's from well, he's currently in the DMV, but he reps Jersey. Wherever he goes.
Shout out. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
No, I thought it was North. North?
Don't limit him.
Interject, bro. Interject.
New York, man.
In New York.
I was gonna say, I think he's from New York, bro.
You got him twisted up, man.
Those fighting words right there, bro.
I got love for Jersey, though. I got love for Jersey.
He said-
Chill out, bro.
Chill out, bro.
But chill out though. Like, nah, it's New York doing through.
You also know him as a brand media guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's from Bull Run Distillery. Bull Run Distillery. Have you heard of Bull Run until
Now
I saw
have.
Isack talking about it? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
'cause
When
of
Isack
him.
started talking about it, I've been tasting some dope stuff. So, but yes, we have none other, as you already heard, Isack from Isack Happy Corner. What it do, Isack? How we doing?
What it do, brother?
Yer.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me, brothers.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Absolutely. Thanks for jumping on, man.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man.
I'm in trouble, man. I just gotta watch what I say out here.
Never that.
Nah, never that.
This is the format where you can let it
Say
go.
whatever you want to say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Unedited. Raw.
Yeah, Cal will not edit anything. So.
The cameras and mics aren't here. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
We just chilling.
It's just us.
You just pulled up a chair.
Just let it
It's just
fade
us.
into the background.
Oh man, it's good to have you on the show. We definitely wanted to have you here because it's just like chopping up with the homies. And you
Yep.
definitely are out there in the whiskey street, so we can definitely talk about what's going on out there.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of changes happening in the industry, a lot of things that we've seen people react to. So we definitely want to get your opinion on those. But you on the contract, so you can speak though, right? You can speak.
Yeah, I can speak.
Like, what level?
I mean, that's one of my.
He don't want to
first,
get you in trouble.
I mean, that's one
Right.
of my first questions. My first question is like,
I can say some things.
okay. I mean, you an influencer, but you under contract. So like, how do you navigate that?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's funny you asked that question. I normally move as a content creator more than an influencer. I hate
Gotcha.
Okay.
to be
Okay.
looked as an influencer because the influencer is the ones that are like, buy this product. You know,
Yeah.
look at me this weekend. I went here. You need to come today. And they did not like it, right? Like, no, that's an influencer. I'm more of
Speak on
a
it.
content creator. I believe in something. I'm gonna rep it. I'm gonna show it love. I'm gonna put, you know, my word is my bond type of vibe. So that's kind of what it is. So yeah, I'm on the contract with Bull Run. I definitely show them love. I do a lot of media stuff behind the scenes, and let's just say I get to see some things behind the scenes. So I get to see both sides of what it is to be that social media influencer looking for opportunities and stuff, and
Yeah.
the other guy who gets to see those things coming in. So,
Yeah.
it's a little,
Word.
And that's where you are now, and you certainly put a lot of work to get there. So can we talk about like your start? Like what made you say you wanted to become a whiskey enthusiast and you wanted to share that with the whiskey community on the gram and wherever you show up?
I'm gonna have to do a 2-part here.
Right. Take us back.
We want to hear the journey.
So
Flashback.
the journey, yeah. So, man, I think it was like it's been a few years. 2015, I was into wine, and there was a sommelier that just pulled me in, and I'll be at a bar, and a buddy of mine, he was a bartender, Derek, and we'll just come up with different cocktails. I was just a guy coming from work on a stressful day. I used to work on Wall Street. I was stressed. And I'll be like, yo, serve me up anything. Let's figure this out. So we'll start going through notes and stuff. And the sommelier will come there quite a bit. And he'll be like, you should learn some wine. You kind of know a little bit. You seem like you have a palate or something. I was like, sure, I'm here. If this is free, I ain't paying you.
Free as meat.
So he started kind of walking me through things, teaching me stuff. I ended up finding out I fell in love with like Pinot Noirs and wines. But if you ever notice how these sommeliers are there, they be telling you the region.
Right, they get crazy. Yeah.
Down to the percentage.
Right. How much acidity? They start. I'm like, all right, come on. Like, I can't be that. So, but I've always been into kind of whiskey, right? Putting it together and drinking with my buddy, who being that bartender, and I started buying bottles bit by bit. Fast forward, sometime last year, it turns into the missus. She was like, "You have a lot of whiskey. You should do something." What? She's like, you talk about it. You know stuff. You just don't want. You go actually looking, buying for things. I'm like, I guess. So I started off with this lean picture, and I was like, all right. And she was like, no, you gotta talk. And I was like, I don't feel like talking, man. I'm that kind of guy. And then the store that I actually partnered with to do my recent pick, and we could talk about that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Buddy of mine, he's like, man, you are good at what you do, because he straight told me, we talking whiskey. Start talking. You are wasting time. People need to hear from you. So I went home. I tell the missus. The missus like, yo, see, it took somebody else to tell me this. Why you don't listen to me? I'm like, damn, son.
Verification.
Right.
That's all.
I was being lazy. So I taught myself how to try to do these in like one take. Don't do that. Those are hard. But
He said, don't do that.
Take videos are tough, man, but you get my real reaction, and that's the point. I want you to see like the truth behind me going through this. If I start coughing, well, you're coughing because you obviously getting ethanol. You're getting something that's
right.
So,
It's real. It's real.
It's not smooth.
It's real.
Right? So,
Or your mouth was in a jar while there's things that
Darius rule?
Nah, he a veteran.
splash whiskey in your eye. So
This guy,
It happens, man. Yeah, weird things happen. when
It
you
hasn't
taste it,
happened to
man.
any of us, but
No judgment. No judgment.
Why did you call it the Happy Corner? What's the origin of that?
it's a sensitive one.
Oh,
It
okay.
starts with my OGs back home in Lower East Side.
Yeah.
My mom's passed away. They used to hang out in the corner with my uncle and all them, and they'll just drink. They'll just drink. My mom's was a performing artist, so when she was off, she'll go visit her brother, and they'll just drink at the corner, and they'll call it Happy Corner. And here I am, young cat. I hang out with my cousin. I go to the corner, and they toasty. Talking crazy, having a good time and trying different whiskeys, rums. I mean, I'm Afro-Latino, so it'll be a lot of rum and Coors Light.
Yeah. Word.
I'm still dedicated, of course. Yo, of course. Shout out to your boy. I had to throw the plug in there.
Nah, word.
But yeah, that's kind of the origin. They'll call it the happy corner, so I kind of took on,
I like that.
That's dope,
I
man.
like that.
Word.
That's cool.
happy corner.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
So as a content creator, you was going into it a little bit. I mean, that ain't easy. And people think it's just you, I'm just going to record a video and just put in. Nah, you know how much, many,
work.
it's a lot of work. Yeah, it's certainly it's certainly a lot of work. And so that's why it's a profession.
It's definitely a profession.
Yeah, well,
if you're getting paid for it,
yeah.
it's a profession.
Well, you can have a lot of fun doing it too.
It's tedious.
Yeah.
It
You
can
have
be
a lot of fun to it. A lot of editing involved, all that kind of stuff. And you've been, like I said before, you've been grinding, getting all your content out there. And I remember when I came across your profile, I'm like, oh, word, we got another brother out here throwing out this dope whiskey content. Let me hear. And you was definitely adding that perspective that was very entertaining, very knowledgeable. And here you are sounding like a sommelier whiskey, right? you think those percentages sounded weird. Like now you're talking about mash bills, right? And
You know what I mean?
people that don't know anything about whiskey are like, what are you talking about?
Pour it in my cup.
Have you experienced that with like non-whiskey enthusiasts? As you excited about a particular whiskey in front of them, and they're just like,
What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm going through that, so I try to kind of break it down as best as I can. I'm going to do it, and it allows me to one educate and two hopefully open their mind to be like, yo, I'm gonna, learn too, or whether I think I was talking to Matt from Meanders. I was like, man, I'm not big into the history, but I respect it, right? Like, because of how I kind of kicked off. I wasn't a history nut. I was just a guy who kind of got into wine. Probably know a little bit more history on wine than whiskey, and it was like, all right, here I am tasting, absorbing all of this information, whether it's like mash bill or the process or what makes a bourbon, or is it only a United States, all that stuff, right? And it's like that's much easier to retain than wine, to be honest. But sitting there and trying to educate someone else, and then eventually, weeks later, like, man, I love your stuff, and now I'm over here kind of hooked and trying to understand things, right? Or so it's nice to see that dialogue happen. Like, I introduce them, they go and probably catch me and start talking to me about it.
When talking to sometimes I feel like people are interested in whiskey, but not really at the same time. Like they want to just know what's good, but they're not necessarily interested in whiskey. And then you start talking to them, and you could see that glaze in their eye
Like,
go
I didn't ask for
over.
all that.
Shut up.
Where they're just like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I struggle with finding or recognizing where they are in said journey.
Yeah.
And even if they want to dive that much deeper into the journey, then you're willing, because I'm sure you're willing to pass on whatever knowledge you got.
I'm always willing, for sure. I think a lot of whiskey. So there's the whiskey nerds, and then there's the halfway guy who just they kind of want to learn more, but they don't. And then there's the ones who just want notes. And
Right.
I try to fulfill all three, but I'm not so much diving too much deep into the whiskey nerd, because that could turn into like a 5 to 10 minute segment. Easily. And so at least the person that you give all those notes to, and that you feel like, hopefully you're giving them the best opinion, because it's all really opinionated, so it's the best opinion possible. They walk away and be like, yeah, I kind of taste that too. Or maybe they'll say, hey, well, this guy's full of shit. And
Right.
And I'm like, damn, well, I tried my best.
That's funny.
Well, as someone who started appreciating wine, you actually might like this whiskey that we have that we're reviewing right now, because it's ported. It's this. We have the Middle West Double Cask Collection, The ported pumpernickel rye whiskey.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
That was a
Mouthful.
lot.
Shout out to Middle West, man.
Yeah.
5 year, aged 5 year.
5 year.
French tawny port cask.
Yeah, there is a lot going on with that.
So when you hear that, what are you automatically thinking?
Mouth drying, palate drying.
Yeah, wine.
Yeah.
Wine kind of
Wine,
influence
dry.
on it.
I immediately start thinking strawberry meadows.
Oh,
Really? That's interesting.
I mean, that's a hell of a way to think of it. I want your thought.
that's why he's that guy.
color on that's crazy, man. Jeez.
Yeah, that's the art.
What's
That's
the,
that pumpernickel.
What's the proof on it? Do we know?
Oh, that would be cool to know, right?
Well, while you're figuring it out. Oh, damn it.
Why strawberry mellows?
99.5.
Okay.
If I could indulge your brain for a moment.
For whatever reason, my brain automatically took me there, but
Okay.
it's really just gonna be black, some blue or black grapes probably.
Right.
I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it.
But for whatever reason, I think strawberry.
I dig.
I don't
Okay.
know why.
I mean, if it follows through, I mean, I'm excited for that.
Right?
Some licorice strawberry. Let's see.
Let's get into it.
They drop their standard shelfers, the 3 shelfers,
Yeah.
and then they drop these.
Oh, okay.
And I remember the reason why I ended up picking this up. Like a lot of whiskey people, they end up starting watching Bruzel for whatever reason. And he kept talking about it. I was like, huh? All right, let me go
Yeah.
find out. And I'm like, all right, so I bought it.
Bruzel got a big following, man. Who's the black Bruzel?
Who's the black?
Wow, bro.
I'm just asking. It's
Take it there.
hey,
I mean, I don't think there is a black.
You trying to get him to say something crazy, bro.
I'm just asking the question. I just came to my mind. I just don't see an influencer like that. The Bourbon Judge.
Bourbon
Okay,
Judge?
I don't know if I follow him.
He don't do no he don't go store to store,
Right.
So
And doesn't he have like his own festival and stuff now? Like Bruzel, he likes
Bruzel got Bruzel Fest. Yes.
right. So that's what I'm saying. I just don't see. I just don't see
He's
us
on a
in
whole
the,
nother level.
He's on a whole level,
Right.
bro. Bruzel Fest sounds dope.
Terry's about to go.
I'm about to go to a Bruzel Fest, bro.
This nose is kind of crazy, bro.
In that port.
Yeah, I'm smelling it's real porty.
Nah, I get that immediately.
Oh man,
Are you getting your strawberry on the palate, on the nose?
I'm getting a little
I am
strawberry
getting
in
some
the nose.
strawberry. Yeah.
Strawberry and cream.
Whoa, why you gotta throw the cream in it? I don't want the cream. You can keep the cream, homie.
I don't know. That's just like my throwback to my childhood. Strawberry and cream.
Whoa.
Oatmeal.
Twizzler.
Twizzler. That's a good note. Yeah. Yeah, there's some dark fruit notes in there too, but I do get strawberry. I might have been just you saying it, but I'm like, I am getting that on the nose.
Licorice for sure.
But strawberry licorice.
Strawberry licorice. That's a really nice nose.
This is one of the better port aromas.
It has a nice nose. Caramel. Definitely like
Yeah.
this. I would say like a very, like a caramelized sugar is going on for sure. This is.
I'm not getting a ton of the rye spice on it.
I don't get any
Like I
rye.
forgot for a minute that's a rye.
I'm not gonna lie, so did I.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's very like subtle with that like rye
Spice.
pepper spice.
Yeah.
Like if you really gotta kind of do
Gotta
the
dig deep.
in there, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
kind of peppery, but it just doesn't have that like aggression that
Right.
rye.
And it could be that it's the double cask with all the other stuff it has going on. Maybe
Yeah.
that rye is kind of diluted a little bit. But
Like the finish kind of overpowers the rye at least on the aroma.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's sweeter than peppery.
right.
I mean, well, rye can have some licorice feel to it too.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So I mean that is the rye component we are getting. Just we're so accustomed also getting like a little black pepper or just
Cinnamon
vanilla
spice.
frosting, cinnamon spice,
Yeah.
evergreen mint. That
And we don't know any kind of mash bills on either of these barrels, right? What's the
What's the proof?
99.5.
Oh, it's low.
That's it.
That is low.
That's low.
Yeah. It is. It's not saying anything.
Drink the shit out of this.
That's baby.
No.
Just says rye corn.
Rye, corn, barley, and wheat. No mash bill.
Rye, corn, barley.
Could be a barely legal rye, whatever they call it.
Yeah, barely legal. It's like with the one, but we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't
All right,
know.
we're going in on the taste. Okay.
Oh, I've been there.
There's an interesting note on the back end. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Right?
There's that drying effect.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I expected that, so I'm just like,
I did.
The moment
It kind of works.
finish.
This is one of those that is like you could almost sip like it's wine with a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
But then it'll get you into trouble because it'll hit a lot harder than the wine does.
But it's only 99 proof. It's not like it's.
That's still better than wine.
Oh, okay. I agree. I
You know
guess
what I mean? So if you're like,
yeah.
if you're just kind of like, oh, it's not bad. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, it's not bad. And now
Right.
all of a sudden,
I guess I'm comparing it to
by dessert,
some of the more full like ryes and bourbons that we've had that are up in that 120,
yeah,
130.
yeah. You know, but the fact that it is kind of so low in proof, it makes it so easy to drink. Makes it so easy to sip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty flavorful, particularly on the finish. And
It amps up towards the end.
yeah,
Starts
and
off
then
nice and then kind of like.
and then at the very, very end is what Cal was talking about, was that drying effect, where it's just like it makes you want, for me, to have another pour, another pour, and then because that feeling of, it feels like a vacuum was just straight going over the palate. I'm like, oh, nope, got to get something else on there.
And it does kind of make you salivate too.
This is
Yeah.
definitely one
Yeah.
of the better port finishes that I've had. Go ahead, bro.
it comes off sweet. You get a lot of sweet element
Yeah.
in the beginning, dry fruit for sure, caramel.
I was gonna say I don't get the rye until like right at the end. I think
Almost
that's-
with that dry.
That's
comes
and
the
that's the
rye.
weird note that I got that I was like, what? Like, cause it just like it twists into that just right at the end. Like I'm not getting any on the initial like palate or anything, and then it just kind of kicks in with that.
I'm also tasting it a
pepper.
lot in the back of the palate as opposed to the front of the palate or even the sides.
Yo, I just want to say, man, I met Isack at Witty's. I was chilling, with Raj back there trying some pours, and he just like pulled up and he was like, I know who you are or something. I was like, what? I was like, what is- I was like, what did I do, man? And he was like, yo, and then like he told me what his page was, and I was like, oh shoot. And then I think I mentioned to you, Drew, that I had met him, and we already had followed him as a steady pourer, but it's just dope that we
That's crazy.
that we
that
kind of
you just kind
literally
of
met in person
randomly
in a
Woody's.
store, which is like not far from Darius, and you know what I mean, like our local store. And it's just been super dope chilling with you, man. And then you came through to a little bottle share we had at Drew's house.
See, this is why I thought he's from Jersey. He just be popping up in Jersey.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. That's different than how we meet most of the people that we interact with, right?
I was gonna. What brought you to Woody's? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
You just having to.
So I was already in conversation with Raj, and I was like, I'm gonna review his store.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna go in there, record. And he's like, I got stuff in the back, so
Oh, that's Mirage for
I'm gonna
sure.
have some pours. And I was on my way. I was actually on my way to Conic Distillery to do a shoot up there.
Okay.
Because I was again in conversation with them. So it just turned into this. I'm there, I bump into Tony, and it's just turned into this whole thing. Now, that was about a year ago. Almost,
Yeah.
like two.
But how random is that I happened to be
It happened to be
in the store, in the back at the same exact time he pulled up?
It's not that random. You be out in the streets, Tony.
Right.
You,
He
I
lives
really
in
think
Virginia.
about it.
He
You be
lives in
bumping
Virginia.
in the cats.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do be in the streets a little
If you're
bit.
gonna bump into anybody, it'll be Tony.
It would be Tony.
Don't be out here.
Right.
Don't living his best
Nah,
life.
this
Tony
year I'm
be
slowing
outside,
down, man.
bro.
He done kicked his kids out. He ready to ride.
He been saying he been slowing down for the last 5 years. That man,
No,
ain't
this
slowing
year,
down.
this year I really am.
sped
Not really.
up.
Man.
That man got faster. He don't tell nobody what he doing. We just see it on Instagram randomly, like he posts up, like, "Oh, Tony been out.
That's not true.
Where was my invite?" Dang. Nah, that's dope.
Right.
That's
That's some bullshit.
dope. That's dope.
So Isack, what you've been seeing out in the IG streets in the whiskey industry that you said it's, we got to put a stop to this, man. We got to stop seeing this, man.
It's hard to say put a stop. But what I've seen is there's this world of like people who beg for bottles going on. I'm gonna just get straight to it. Right?
I've been waiting.
Give me
Begging
bottles.
for bottles.
Literally.
Give me bottles.
Begging.
And the other piece in IG, well, I notice is the lack of showing love, man. How hard is it to just drop a like? It's like they'll rather just view your joint, but not like it. And I'm like, dude, just I try to like what I see. I like it. I mean, as long as it's not something like crazy controversial that I'm definitely probably if I disagree, it's political and I disagree. Look, I'm not diving into that. But I mean. I'm gonna like a photo of a bottle. It's not that hard.
Right.
He decided to take a picture of a bottle and review it. I mean, whether I agree with his notes or not, because it's very opinionated, I'm gonna like it. It's cool, man.
Okay.
As long as you don't hate it, you'll like it.
That's people in general, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta. So in the whiskey in the streets, we gotta show some more love. Show some more love out there in our IG streets.
I'm not gonna lie. I show zero love to everyone. And
He does.
I try to get better. I'm trying to get better at it.
You're not really on there like that.
Zero love to everyone.
You know what? There was a minute you were posting more for a little bit.
I know.
It just kind of.
It just fell off. I
think
was just like, I can't.
I think
It's
at his
just-
point, like you're not on there like that often.
Yeah, right.
But to his
I'm
point,
not.
if you're on, like, if you're following me and you follow me and you see my story
And
or
you
see
don't-
my
and
like,
you don't give a like,
it.
yeah, that's-
Like me and Kyle are in the same boat. We're not on there a lot. But when I do go on there, I like what I see. I might comment, then I get off. But these guys, they're the social
I
media.
chuckle and keep it pushing in life. You know what I mean? Like I try, and I'm trying to get better at that. But right now, as it stands, I like no one.
We don't
I
have
like
social
nothing.
media etiquette.
Like nothing on the. I have no idea how to wield this thing called social media appropriately, especially for being someone who creates content.
Right.
I'm terrible at this.
We're outliers.
Well, you behind
Right.
the camera editing and all that. So it's our Tone and I out there posting, interacting out there with everybody. But you said something about begging for bottles.
Circle back to that.
Is that a thing? Like people are doing that? Like
I feel like it's not. I mean, what I've known, there are people who have done it, and it's probably still do it, right? I mean, and now that I'm in Bull Run, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I get to vet a lot of the influencers that submit their email to Bull Run, and I read them, and I'm like, all right, let's work on this. If you're a business, don't start off by saying, I love your product. How can I get a sample or something of yours to post on my page? If you love my product, that means you have it. Why you never posted
Facts.
it?
Right.
That's a good point.
You just want
That
free
means
stuff.
they ain't never tasted that shit.
That's a good point.
Do you really taste it?
Right.
What happened?
I love your product.
well, I mean, they could have went to a bottle share. They could have, had a sample of it. You know what I mean? Right?
I mean, you could have posted it.
I agree because it's out there, it's available.
Yeah.
You can get it.
Right.
So before you do send that email, they maybe put a post out of you tasting that product.
Post that love. you
Post that
speak
love,
of.
and then you send an email like, "Hey, I've been sharing, I've been reviewing. I see you dropped something
Posted
new."
your stuff. Yeah.
I agree to that point, 100%. I like where you're going with that because it just comes
And
off.
the way I look at things is like, carry yourself like almost like a business, right? Like, and I'm not, this is all fun. Whiskey is a hobby for many.
Right.
This is a hobby. I'm a senior business analyst by day. By night, then I'll turn into whiskey.
You turn the vices on.
Batcave.
Bro, and if you're posting as often, and then you're reaching out, shoot a pitch. Bull Run loves pitches. I will say that, and I know there's other distilleries that love pitches. I've spoken to other distilleries about that, and I know some distilleries who really just hate a lot of these messages that just come in, whether it's through IG or email. and so on, right? And it's like, you know, in this industry, you do need like content creators. You do need influencers. I respect influencers, the ones that, you know, well, I guess they BS it, right? They may not like the whiskey, but they're sitting there saying it's delicious. You know,
can't do it. Can't do it.
There's a lot of it, man. I'm telling you.
But there's a lot of it. There's some people who are willing to say everything is delicious
For a check.
just to keep that face to continue getting free whiskey.
Right.
That's not
What do
authentic.
we, so at that point, it's like, but then you're saying you give honest reviews. Do you?
Right.
You may not. They may not cut you a check. That's fine. You know, but you're still receiving a free potential bottle, and you want to continue receiving that, and you're willing to deny on that, and tell your audience that you know that it's good. I'm like, all right, what are we doing?
So what do you think people should do, right? In the sense of, do you post what you like, and if you don't like something, do you post that, or do you just not post?
That's a good question. That's
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It depends what's your MO. I think for me, my MO, I give both sides. You know, if you send me something, you at my mercy.
that's how we like to do it as well. Yeah.
No, it is not.
You know,
Yes,
No,
it is.
it's not. It's
No,
not
it
what
is
we do,
not.
bro.
That's
We
not
don't-
at all true. If we straight up don't like shit, we just won't post. We are not out
that's
here in
fine.
Oh,
these streets.
No. That's different from what he was saying.
He said, if you send me some shit, you are at my mercy.
He doesn't say that.
Good,
He
bad, or the ugly.
posted everything that he tried he didn't like.
I think we gotta be
I didn't
honest.
say that he
Okay,
did.
all right. That's kind
I'm
of
talking about what we do. I
Oh,
know
okay.
we never post. If we just straight up don't like it, we just don't post it.
I feel like the closest we got to doing that was the advent calendar with Silbox, because we
Oh, yeah, we was-
That's
for
true.
me,
We gave
That is
I
true
guess
because
a
we
review
kind of
is-
had to.
and I
Right.
had no choice to say like this is okay.
Right.
Like,
You know, and I didn't think about that. That was actually that might have been good for us too.
yeah, I think
so.
we had to be honest
forced
about.
to post it, good, bad, or otherwise.
Yeah, because we had. I think between us we did like 6 reviews or 4 or 5.
Yeah, something like
I think
that.
I had like 2 of them I really liked, and the other ones were
Yeah,
like, oh, this
a
is
lot
okay.
of them were kind of mid. You know.
Yeah, they were, and I think we were all kind of honest about that, and I
Yeah.
appreciated that we were honest about it. Like this is might not be for me, but give it a try and see what you think. You know, like
Right.
Yeah.
kind of like double, kind of like
Yeah, I think what
Lessen the blow.
I think to that point, which is what I think we were getting at, is I guess it comes down to how you received it, right? Like, because there's so much whiskey out there. There's so much. So how do you choose between what you post and
Right.
to say, and what you don't? So where
Right.
it almost seems like if you went out your way to say I'm going to post about how terrible this is, it's like
I know it seems like it's very hater.
yeah.
It's-
no,
Yeah.
but it's honest. I feel like if you're gonna do that, you should talk to the person that sent it to you. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, you're good.
I was saying like if you're gonna be honest with the person that sent it to you. Like, listen, I didn't like this, and we reviewed it, and we're gonna post that. Are you like, how do you feel? I don't know. How do you feel about this? Us
And I
posting
feel
an
like
honest review.
I feel like people don't do that.
but I feel
they
like
don't-
that's
they
kind of
don't-
where it got to start, because
In
then
my
it comes off
opinion.
like, are we trying to like single you out and tell you how
Yeah.
bad you are? But no, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to be honest
Right,
about like,
right.
you sent us a sample.
And it was trash.
At your merch, like you didn't pay for it, you sent it to us, but we didn't like it, and we're gonna review it and we're gonna post this. Are you okay with us being honest about
Right.
it?
We are going to be honest, or we're just not going to post.
Are we just not gonna, exactly? I think that's where it kind of starts, in my opinion. But
We should start doing that more often.
I'm glad you said that because I did receive a bottle, and I've received. I mean, I buy a lot of my whiskey, but I do receive a lot of whiskey.
Yeah,
50-50.
Right.
gotcha.
And I do shoot pictures to certain places, which I'm all for the pitch. Please shoot pictures. Like, don't be afraid to do that. I feel like ever since the whole mindset of like, don't people are scared to shoot their shot at a distillery.
Right.
But to your point about the whole, how you say, bottle review, I received something from Cedar Ridge. I didn't like the what is it called, that quintessential white label,
Yeah.
95, the white label one.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, and I gave the review, and I reached out to him. I was like, hey, I know you sent me this. I'm not a fan, and I'm gonna post it. You know what Quint told me?
Go ahead.
I love that about you. Do it.
Wow.
That's
what it's
that's
about.
why I love it.
Because and we had this conversation behind the scenes, and I'm not gonna say everything. He was like, I hate when people just looking for free bottles. Right? I don't want that. I want the honest truth, and not everyone's palate is gonna be for us. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not selling their product.
Right.
That's not my job. I mean, I'm just trying to give my honest opinion about what I think. You know, and then when I give the notes, I'm hoping that maybe someone gravitates and be like, "Oh yeah, I love those notes." Well,
Right.
He's tripping, and it's not for him, but I like those notes. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah.
It's just your honest review.
Yeah, and I think there's a way to give a negative review as well, right? Unless you absolutely hate it. You know, you can say kind of the notes that you got on it and just say, listen, for me, for my palate, like, I feel like this is, you know, a lot of the times when we give a bad review, it's just like, it's just not for me. Like, I did not like how this landed. And we give this in our reviews a lot, like when we review something and, you know, we give it a low rating. It's like, listen, like, it's not working for me.
Those are things we bought.
Not always. No.
Really?
I feel like a lot of the
Not
stuff we
always.
review is stuff we've been sent, and we don't always review that stuff super high. You know,
This is true.
it's easier on a podcast format.
You're right. You're 100%
It's easier
right.
on a podcast than putting it out on IG as like a post trashing something. You know what I mean? Because somebody has to actually listen to the episode and like hear our thoughts on why we didn't like it.
The biggest issue that I have with it is I think our personalities and the funny, the entertainment comes out when we don't like stuff.
Because we had things we didn't like.
And I really be wanting to put some of that stuff out, and I'm just like,
I know what you're talking about.
There's two things that we've got from. Hold on, wait. There's two things we've gotten that we all hated, and we just didn't post. I don't want to say it. I don't know if you should say it. I can say it or not, and we can edit it out. I don't know. But I wanted to give honest reviews and kind of see where it went because it was an honest opinion, and I feel like they could have appreciated.
Are you talking about Johnny on the spot?
Well,
I'm talking about Johnny on the spot. I'm talking about one of the
Johnny on the spot.
ready to make the RTDs that we got.
That
Everybody loved. If you go on Instagram, everybody loved it, and we all hated it.
And so that's one of my other points is if especially if we see something that's been receiving a lot of hype and we're like, wait a minute,
That's not right.
And that was my point.
Not for us, man. Maybe it's all four of us that are the outliers.
Let's see if we can set the record straight or something like that, or at least add another perspective to it because it's not all right.
And I really wanted to release that. I think the Johnny on the spot one was the outlier because I think that's truly was a bad just sample. But the RTD,
we haven't discovered that yet.
We'll let you know off the mic what that is, and I'm curious to see if you've tried. I mean, I know you've tried this brand, but I'm curious to see if you try that specific one and have notes similar. But yeah,
the RTD.
No. Johnny on the spot.
I'm talking about the ready to make drink that we had.
Yeah,
that was perfectly the way it was. It's supposed to be,
and
like
it's a big brand,
and we
that
hated
was
it.
terrible.
And
It's a big brand.
Every review you see online, was applauding it. Like this
They
is
have
the
other
best thing
RTDs
ever.
now, but it was the first one they did.
And we just thought it was horrible.
Yeah.
Trash compaction.
Artificial sugar.
Basura, he said.
I've seen reviews on product that they'll say, look, in my house we say this thing, words matter, like verbiage matter. There'll be things that are like 90 proof and it tastes like really light, and they'll be like, it's full of flavor and amazing, and I'm just like,
Really?
and then I'm like, well, I've done pulled like 4 notes and that is it. Where are we? Like, so, and that same person, you know, will be like, oh, well, I got this from so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, well, that's why, right? You want to keep that. And it was a big brand. Like, they got it from, I mean, obviously, I'm not saying the creator's name or the influencer's name, but they got it from Buffalo Trace.
Wow.
And I mean, I get it. And I was shocked when Buffalo Trace had reached out to me. I was like, excuse me? Like, so I get it. Like, it's almost like, wow, you're blessed with these opportunities, right? To potentially showcase a product for, you know, such big distilleries or small distilleries, whomever, and But it's like then behind you're kind of lying because you want to keep that good relationship,
Right.
hoping that you might get that golden bottle in the future. Who knows?
Right.
Like the B-Tac line or something.
Right.
And in my mind, I'm like, I mean, no.
Yeah.
I'll get it eventually.
Well,
it's all right.
Honesty
One
is
of
the
the
best policy.
one of the things that we used to do more of, which is it's one of Cal's points, is that we review it before we even ever tasted it. So we don't have any preconceived
Notion.
It's not. Yeah, it's not about like we tasted it and if it was live every single time, then the reaction is the reaction, or we might. I mean, that hasn't happened that often, but where we might cut the camera, like, all right, now wait, hold on.
we gotta pause. Cut it out.
I need a new Glen Karen after that.
We gotta pivot. We gotta
Right.
pivot.
I gotta melt this
This thing
glass
does tarnish
down.
my Glen Karen. Trash.
Oh man.
I mean, the facial features matter when. Thus far, when I'm standing in front of the camera, everything's been one take, and it's like that is my reaction, A to Z, and I try to do it, kind of that way where it's almost first pop, second pour, maybe a third. Like, I mean, this one's a great example. I mean, it was probably a third pour. I was like, but not that same day. It's like I cracked it. I had to review it, submit my notes before it got released. And then fast forward, I was like, oh shit, I kind of forgot what I tasted. And I was like, hell, let's just do this live. Like, just
Nice.
cracked it, went through it. And that's it. But I've had my moments behind the camera and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't do this. This is not the one, right? And I mean, it happened with a few Ohio small crafts, and I felt bad. Behind the scenes, I actually wrote to them like, "Oh, I'm sorry," because it was part of my 25 advent calendar. I've had some from Virginia now. I mean, I think one of my first, not so great reviews was from Virginia, and it was a maple finish, and I was like, how do you mess up a maple finish? Like, how? Like, where did we go wrong?
What are you doing, bro?
I feel like
they figured it out for sure. So
it hurts more doing it to a craft brand, right?
Right.
Someone that's
A
trying
mom
to
and pop.
someone that's trying to get their
Absolutely.
name out there, and you're like, God, you guys missed the mark.
So
But it also means more too.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
It's still
I feel
brand
like-
recognition. It's still you trying something and being like, you know what?
But you're being honest with them.
And a lot of those brands have juice that's not fully matured either, right? You get, you know what I mean? Some of those 2-year joints, and you're just like, it's just not there yet.
Just let it sit.
Just let it sit.
They might need.
We've had a few like that.
They might need that honesty.
Yeah, and sometimes your honest review can help them, like,
Too many yes men. They're gonna keep making that same product.
right.
Right.
they like craft. A lot of craft facilities that I've dealt with, they like my honest review.
I believe.
Some have reached out to me and they're like, "Yo, tell us how we could do better. Can you write down your notes, please?"
Nice.
And that was really nice of them. Like, and they'll be like, "Hey, come to our distillery and we'll give you a full walkthrough of our process, and maybe it'll help understand better." But it does hurt when you do it to these small crafts.
Yeah.
I'm aligned with that.
What made you gravitate towards the craft brands and to promote them a lot? Because I feel like that was like your niche coming out. Like it's these craft brands that people don't normally talk about.
They need a voice too, man. Like I always say, sometimes I've told them like, I'm not looking for your bottle. I don't, you could just send me a sample or whatever. If you send me a bottle, trust me, it's gonna get shared with whomever. They just need a voice. They don't have a marketing team. The marketing team is someone's niece that's probably in college, right?
Right.
And that's it. And it's just these are people that are passionate about putting out their local grain stuff, right? Whether we're just looking at Middle West. And then they probably started the same, or 45 Parallel, same. Like, it's just probably someone's barn, you know. So it's like these guys need a voice. We could be that voice. I mean, we already got content creators, the big guys, 10K and above, you know, that are covering a lot of those big brands, you know, getting those much larger opportunities and stuff. So we should try to cover the smaller guys. And I mean, there should be a good balance. Buy some of their stuff.
Right.
You know, I hit the road, so yeah, I'd go buy. Taconic never sent me jack. I did a video for them. I went, they showed me around, great. They never sent me anything. They sent bottles to people. They never sent me nothing. I went and bought 8 bottles.
Wow.
7 bottles from them. I think, so I can count, I don't know. But yeah, like, you know, so it doesn't hurt from time to time. At least go buy some of those craft distillery things.
And some of them,
have a good balance.
Some of them can't afford to literally send bottles out. They're just like, yo, we're like running.
We only got like 300 bottles.
Right.
What are we doing?
So I hear that. It's good to support them also.
Because they get burnt because they'll send, you know, their product to someone that maybe just post one picture and say, hey, mail call, and that's it, disappears. And then in the back end, what I see is like, oh yeah, I have a group and community and this and that and all of this. Where is that? Where's your views? And then there's this whole, you know, people buying the influencers buying their followers just to get more of those views, like more of those like looks from, oh, those numbers are high. Nah, you're fooling yourself. And I've tried to tell some brands and distilleries out there, like, look at their views.
Right. Don't look at just followers.
Don't look at the following. Right. Because if I only have 2,300 followers and I'm averaging 60,000 views a month, that means I got eyes on me. So if you bought your followers and no one's viewing, but you say you have it just don't add up. And I've seen it, and I laugh at it. And I presented it to Bull Run, and we laughed. Right? So it's like
We're laughing.
We are laughing.
We are laughing.
now we're laughing together. And so,
Dang, I don't even know how to. I wish we could have bought some followers, man. I don't know how you even do that. How do you do that?
Do you wish we could have bought
No,
some?
I
You
don't,
could
but I'm just
barely
saying, like,
buy
Why do that? That's so
anything
y'all deserve
outside of
the love,
liquor.
man.
Put us on game.
So I'm thinking about craft, right, and some of the challenges that they may be facing, right. You were talking about from a marketing, having a voice standpoint. Tone mentioned about how some of their juice could be too young, right. So what are some strategies that you see that they could do to help get their brand out, maybe do something with their juice? Have we seen, and I'm trying to think, craft actually blend some of their young distillate with some other barrels outside? Is that something that they would do, and why wouldn't they do that? I'm just trying to think out loud here about trying to get their product out there, right? So if you do have a young distillate and you're trying to sell it, you know, that's going to now be your brand, right? That's going to be what people think of it, is that it's, and I'm saying if that's what it is, I'm not saying all, that.
Well, I think the issue there then becomes, do you want to waste? Right. So when you're labeling it, if let's say you mix your 2-year-old shit with some 6-year-old shit, unless it really pops, you're wasting 6-year-old shit to try to make your 2-year-old shit better.
And on the label, TTBs. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it.
It's gonna say, you know, you have to say it's 2 years.
2 years,
Right, that's my
Whatever
point.
the youngest is, right?
That's my point. So it's not like.
And then the verbiage all matters, because then I have a bottle around here somewhere where if it says blended, there's,
blended,
you know,
whiskey.
Blended whiskey and then blended of, right? So all that matters. All that verbiage matters.
Right. No.
Yeah,
right.
so
Which means if I got 6-year-old shit in my 2-year-old shit, I have to put 2-year-old shit. So I can't even use the 6-year-old shit as a marketing.
But wait, okay. So
You know
now,
what I mean?
so here, okay. Here's what I'm seeing now. they're trying to appeal to the whiskey nerds. You're already trying to jump out there to the whiskey nerds because you want to make sure that it says
on the bottle,
whatever it is that could qualify
percentages.
That you know what I mean, as opposed to the market that says, does this taste good? Yes or no? Yes, it tastes good, and then that's how you're introducing to the market. So who are you going for when you?
Are they trying to do that or just?
I'm just
I guess the conversation would have to be is where do you draw the line, so to speak? Where do you find where it makes sense from a flavor perspective, right, to add the older stuff in, but it can't be too old because then now you're paying for something that you can't really market. You know what I mean? So and you have to understand where in the market you can fall so that way it at least touches the right people, so that if it is indeed good, it can reach that level of people who are, you know what I mean, gonna make that distinction. That's a hard and for a craft distillery, that's even more difficult because all of that means money. All of that means something that you got to pay for,
right,
in order to hope your shit pop.
Well, that's what I heard when Tone was saying earlier about like, oh, you got to let it sit. Well, we need to make money. We can't just let it sit as well.
That's why a lot of whiskey brands do gin and vodka first.
Just till their stuff pops off.
Right. Just so they could sit and make money during those 4 to 8 years.
No one said that's an easy venture, doing a craft brand, man. For sure.
I know most craft try not to blend and stay honest to being craft, whether they're trying to get everything super locally, because they like to feel that it's like a badge of, it's like a badge of honor to say, yo, I'm craft and I'm using locally grade supplies. And I think you also get like a tax break state to state where you are using local grades, right? That does help those craft distillers also behind the scenes. I think where craft missed the mark, aside from like the marketing and being able to trust the right influencer, or whether it's a local state guys or so, is they trust too much the master blender's palate and not someone like us.
Right.
That we are out and about trying different whiskeys and we're like, this is good, this is bad. Or almost like a separate research and development type of squad that will come in and say, try these barrels, tell us what you think, right? Because they're so dependent on that master distiller and maybe the intern or his nephew that's up and coming because he's trying to roll into the family business, that they're so stuck in their way of like, this is what we want to taste like right now, right? And it may not be so great, and that's where I feel like they should open their doors to maybe like a person like myself or different critics to come in and say, oh,
right,
this is pretty good. Roll this out. Maybe you should push for this. Like, go stay with this. I think that's what's missing, and I've been dealing with mentally trying to figure that out. Also,
right.
So have we.
Like I've found myself in this weird space where some people do ask me like, "Can you give me your notes on what you get on this?" Exactly that, and then I'm like, "All right, well." No problem. And I do things on the on the humble, but my wife is like, you should be charging people. I'm like, nah, man, this is they need help. They don't know. They want to know. They want to fit in where everyone's.
Yes and no.
Take their money.
One, yes. Get your bag. Two, I find that people don't necessarily believe the knowledge that they are receiving unless they are forced to pay for it. It is weird. It is weird because you can look at most people going to school. You don't have to pay for the knowledge you're going to school for.
Right.
right? You can just learn that in life.
Research it on your own.
But for some reason, never mind the employers that want to see that you have the degree. The people actually receiving the knowledge don't necessarily trust it unless they have to pay for it, which is weird. But it's a real thing.
You got a good point. Yeah.
So charge them.
So charge them.
and give your honest opinion.
I think you can be selective on that too. I mean, I know I spoke about this earlier, but like some brands just can't send you bottles for free. Like some brands just don't have that capacity. So maybe if a craft brand doesn't have that the funds to say pay you to do this work or something, and it helps you out as a influencer and building your palate and experience. I don't think you have to charge across the board. You don't. Yes, but and you can determine like case by case basis. Yes, yeah, that's going to be. But just in general, I find that people don't necessarily trust the knowledge that they get for free. And I will say this too, because I've heard some other influencers talking about this. A lot of brands will ask you to do stuff above and beyond, them sending you a free bottle. They will feel like is
that's enough.
A license to ask you to
we own you.
Basically be on something that could be on payroll for these companies that can afford it.
Right.
And they will try and get off with saying, you know what? We sent you that bottle. We sent you a swag package.
That should be good enough.
Right. Now, can you give us, right. And then they will detail exactly what they're looking for and want. And you're just like
you should be grateful for it.
That's where you should get your bag.
Like slave mentality.
That's where you should be like, this is my rate. You know what I mean? And stick to it. We talked to Hood Somali about that. Like, you got to know your value. And sometimes it might be something where a brand might say, you know what? We're not going to give you anything else.
Okay.
Right, cool. There's how many other brands that if I stick to my guns and I give them a value on what I'm providing, that will work with you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
that's fact.
I know that's a little different than what we were talking about, but in that get your bag model, I think you do have to. I mean, we all gotta survive, right? We all gotta. If you're in this and you're putting work in it,
you do,
yeah.
The thing is, when you first start this space, I guess, right? Let's just say the space of whiskey and being a content creator and all this. You're not thinking, hey, this is gonna turn into a profitable venture.
No.
You're just like, I'm doing this because you're just passionate about it.
For the love of the game.
And for the love of the game, and then you start looking at it like, damn, I'm passionate about it, but you could get paid for this.
Yep.
And that's where you start to question, like, how do you go about it? And then you try to ask the people who are already, like, up there. And some will give you some advice, some won't, because they're like,
cutting in my territory.
Gatekeeping.
Yeah. You figure out your lane.
Right.
Just like that. Just, so it's funny because I'm currently still figuring out my lane, and
we are too. Yeah.
I've been blessed and humbled by like Bull Run to reach out to me and say they found me. I didn't find them. And they came and gave me like this long dissertation of everything that they were having issues with and what they were looking for me to bring to the table. And then I gave them my side, and then we're like, all right, this could be a happy marriage. And ever since it's been. But I'm still learning and developing, how to make something out of this.
Yeah.
I'm still learning, whether it's the single barrel game, just still learning that, just started actually, right? And so when I speak for myself, it's just been part of my bourbon journey and where I am. But there's a lot of cats out there that I started the other day and they tell me like, yo, I started because I saw your content, or I started because I saw you guys' content, a Steady Pours content, like, and I'm like, yo, that's dope. But they don't know that
the work.
If they ever get to that status of like getting recognized, people showing them love, getting eyeballs on them, what do you do next?
Yeah.
how do you so it's tricky, man. I'm still learning because I don't even know how to. I can't educate that many people on that part yet.
Yeah.
Right.
So I got a question for you because you just kind of brought it up, but it's an interesting time to get into the single barrel game. Your reaction just said it right there. And we know that you have it's one pick so far under your belt, right? With the store that you're working with. So what was your decision to
A solo pick.
a solo pick, right?
Yeah.
So what was your decision to do that? What did you think you could bring to that market that's obviously very saturated right now with a lot of people doing barrel picks? Why did you want to do that program? How are you navigating how you want to go forward from that pick to what you're doing next?
The reason why I started is because the cat he was one of the motivators of me starting Happy Corner. He owned a store, and he felt like I had a great palate. I started showcasing it, and I was like, for next year I just want to do these 5 solo picks, and then we're gonna push them through the store. Collab picks are cool, like I'll have some here and there, but these 5 solo picks showcasing my palette, showcasing what I'm about, or whether it's a tater sticker or the spray paint, the story behind it, of just getting here. I'm still learning. It's difficult. I firmly believe that stores need to work with people that have palettes.
Yeah.
And stay consistent though. Don't come over here having 1,000 different pick teams in your store. Nah, man, that's crazy.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. I know who you're talking about. I might know a store that does that. Yeah, or a few.
But if you had a dedicated content creator, influencer, or something working with that store, then people are gonna gravitate and be like, "Oh, I know this guy's palette."
They follow the palette,
I trust this
right?
guy.
Yeah.
He's on screen. He's doing content. He's putting his mouth where where the money is. He's putting it.
Right.
Right. That's what it is. So there's some stores that is just they look at it like it's $1. It's a hype. I'll guarantee you there's some store owner out here that did a Reveries pick. You think he cares about the fact that he did a Reverie? He's just doing it because he knows people are gonna come through the store.
Will sell.
Look at other stuff on the shelf and buy stuff there too. Right? And it's $1 to them. They don't care. They don't care what it tastes like. They're just gonna get the best barrel that they think. Probably has no palate to it. No disrespect. Right? That's shitty.
Yeah.
That's shitty. And their pick team is just guys because they know they're gonna get allocated bottles at the end of the day.
Right.
That's shitty. Come on. You're just chasing the hype to bring people foot traffic through the store to say, all right, buy this and buy my products.
Yeah.
That's the single barrel game, low key. And then we have an oversaturation of legacy stuff, which is insane. Let's have Elijah Craig on the shelves on top of the ABC one. Come on, bro. You don't need that.
Right.
One or the other. Eventually, I already kind of educated my store. Look, if we're gonna do legacy, we're just gonna buy legacy brand stuff, and that's it.
Right.
We're not doing a pick of legacy unless it's something we just kind of want to
super hard to get.
Right.
Super hard to get, right? Or if we can get Old Forester, the green one, the rye, dope, right? Things like that, But every store has a Jack Daniel's rye damn near now.
Right.
And I've had they're pretty consistently good, but there's some store owners that they don't know what they're picking. They're like, some of them don't even drink.
Yeah, they'll just send samples out, and the brands know. The brands will just be like, all right, here's some barrels nobody wants.
Right. Let me get rid of these goddamn barrels.
So and that's the world we live in a single barrel, man.
Yeah.
I think stores are slowly gonna just kind of they should work with influencers, content creators that have palates, and on the other hand, they should start limiting stuff on shelves and just saying, look, we're not gonna buy that no more. F it. Oh, you want us to buy a bunch of Fireball? My store said we're not doing a bunch of Fireball. We don't care about that. So buy Sazerac. Thank you. We're good. We're not doing that.
Yeah. You don't buy the Wheatley vodka in there?
No, I'm good.
Come on, man. You might be able to get one BTAC if you buy 10 cases. 10 cases of the Wheatley vodka. It's wild.
Yeah, the single barrel game is a wild place to be in. At this point, either make everything single barrels, just have New Riff is another one. It'll be the same single barrel of the Malta 6-year here,
and you can get it on the shelf.
There's stock over here. What's the difference? $10 difference.
Right.
Huh?
So your program, you're trying to specifically highlight brands. It seems like you might want to move a little towards more of the craft mode and find things that people can't find on the shelves. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, which I was gonna announce it anyway. So I got the rare character right that dropped. I have the Onyx and Amber 10-year maple finish.
Yes, sir.
That's coming out. Then next is gonna be Circle City.
Indiana, right?
Gonna probably be a standard single barrel, nothing experimental. Like I just want it to be the single barrel feel of that barrel. That's it. No toasted, no double oak. I'm just gonna see if we could get that.
Okay.
Not something I like to do, but I want to showcase just a barrel. That vibe. Number 4, it's still up there in the air.
Okay. We have to wait for that drop.
He got a release schedule.
I
like that.
He said 5.
Isack, I see you.
He said 5. I think he's got a plan.
Okay.
5, man.
Man,
So,
And number 5 will be O-Line, which is a local, ASM, American Single Malt. And that one's going to be also finished in maple. It's their first ever. It's going to be at barrel strength.
Okay.
They drop their own version at 100 proof. They cut it down. Mine is going to be at barrel strength, maple finish. It's going to be very, very different.
Nice. I want to add one more to that because I know we spoke about it, but I think you should collab with River City, man. I know they're doing some single barrel stuff. Virginia guys. Yeah. I'm just like, and I know you like to highlight that area, so I'm just putting that in ether. I think you should see if that could happen.
I have them
on the docket.
That might be a future collab that I'm working with.
Okay.
I do have collab picks coming out, like a Sapphire, New Era, like little small collab picks, little pocket things going on. I have
Gotcha.
a Dream Spirits one that is about to drop later this week, an 11-year and a 9-year Barton. Those are little collab side quest things that popped up, but
well, hold on a second, because we talked about craft, we talked about legacy, we talked about single barrels. What's your thoughts on NDPs? Like where do they fit within all this? Where's their strength? Where's their
A lot of crafts are that though. Is that really a separate thing?
No. I mean, when I think of crafts, I'm thinking like we just talked about
their own distillate,
farm to glass, their own distillate, their small mom and pop shop. NDPs is they're getting barrels from sourcing from elsewhere, and they're blending.
When I think about crafts, I think about both. I think about them starting as a distillery and trying to do the thing, but also blending their own, and that's where they're getting into the craft.
I think for me, craft is you have your own distillate, and that's who, to me, owns the space. You have your own distillate. You doing your mom and pop shop. It's just yours. Yes, you can include others in that, but I say for me, that owns the space. It's your own distillate.
Interesting. Because one of the things that I was going to suggest to crafts when we were talking about that before was, sourcing.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why I'm saying that That's why I was saying that they should do more of that with their own distillate to kind of create something different.
What do you mean? Like,
in terms of blending,
they should source out to other people trying to be NDPs?
They get barrels from like we said, get barrels from other distilleries, other places that are older, and they can blend with their distillate to create something that's pretty dope, while still letting their original distillate still age. So they're creating a different product, and like to Isaac's point, he's saying like you would still have to put 2-year or blended whiskey or whatever that doesn't appeal to the whiskey nerds,
right?
But it might be some good juice. So, and that's why we had that conversation. So that's where I was coming from with it.
Right. No. I just feel like in the craft market, you have, and I'm totally just pulling this out of my ass, but I feel like you have just as many people that are sourcing in the craft, category, that are creating their own. Matter of fact, I would say in the beginning, I would say most people are sourcing to start out.
What are your thoughts, Isack?
That's 50-50. I mean, it's like you're right and wrong. Like it's like, some of them do start off as sourcing, right? Like,
right.
They open up an NDP and they're like, let's start off as sourcing, right? They get the columns, get the stills, and they're like, well, I'm a master distiller. I've always wanted to make my own anyway, so start making, right? I mean, I could speak on like Bull Run to a certain degree. Our columns are single malt columns, so they distill their own single malt, and right now they're turned off, but they have so much like old MGP juice because they opened up in 2010. So we have all those barrels. Those are old barrels. So we have 20-year-old MGP probably.
That's
like
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, and so there's some craft out there that have that source, and there's some that they start off with, they already have the money and they are able to buy the stills and be that traditional, like Drew said, like, hey, we are craft through and through. The corn is from the backyard over here or from John's farm that's 5 generations down, right? Like, so they both things can be true. Is the blending part? I don't think most of the craft distilleries that I've been engaged with, chat with, they don't tend to blend. Like they don't want to blend a Heaven Hill barrel with their stuff. They're not, or MGP. Whatever mash bill MGP decides to they can get from MGP. No, they're more like, no, we're strong willed. We want to make it out the mud.
I mean, you still can. It's just,
and kudos to those guys.
Yeah.
It's just doing it in a different way.
Yeah, it's just
survival. I mean, let's look at NDP, very popular right now. Dream Spirit. Let's just use them as a great example. Very popular right now. You go there, you are immersed into the environment of Prof's Playhouse. The house. The backyard. I mean, goddamn, you could probably. If he had a horse, bro, you have enough space to ride a horse.
Yeah.
Like it's
a vibe.
Yeah, right. So it is a vibe, and so I mean, he's a pure NDP, but he allows you to toast it, double oak, get weird and funky with it. Now he's not gonna pull out no. I don't see him pulling out some columns and becoming a master blender or. How no? He's just going to be a standard MDP, right? And as long as people are just, I hate to use chasing the hype because that's what they're doing. Well, NDPs are going to continue existing with these barrels, with these special barrels, these unique ones. Whether it's like a Heaven Hill that turned hazmat because Heaven Hill's not going to drop it,
Right.
and Craft Distillery is not going to pay for that, and sure, maybe that barrel only cost. I mean, I'm just throwing an arbitrary number, $15,000. Now he's gonna flip
That's
it,
hilarious.
right? That's kind of the story of the NDP and their barrels.
Pretty
But
much.
then you have the good MDPs that are like, they're not trying to extort. They're willing to work with you and not put all those high price tags, so to speak. But it all based off hype and engagement and marketing. I mean, marketing plays a strong role in
Marketing's huge. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like there just been a lot of NDP brands popping up left and right.
Oh, dude, we got so many more that are gonna keep popping up, and so many are gonna fizzle out because they either were one hitter quitters with some buff turkey or some BS. Or whatever
Speak
they
on it.
decided to drop.
What do you think? What do you think?
And-
What do you think would make an NDP successful or last? What's the one thing that they might be doing that other NDPs are not?
Blending.
Yep. Yep.
Blending will last.
Yeah.
I think the art of blending
Yep.
in America is like so new to us because everyone over here, well, I'm Afro Latino, so I will say, like Scotch, they're used to blending. Canada, with blenders. Like, if you are non-American, they blend everywhere else. That here, blending whiskey is still kind of foreign. So we're gonna see a lot more of that, and I think those are the ones that are gonna last. Those are the ones that are gonna stick around when it comes to those NDPs. That they're gonna buy these barrels and be like, yeah, let's blend this and that. Oh, that's dope. That's kind of tasty. Let's make that a single barrel.
Right.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I mean, we're seeing it. Well, the Archer Elan, I just had one here, Silverthorn. We're seeing slowly a lot of these blenders coming out.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Just in time, people gotta gravitate to it, right? Blend of, right? And you're getting all these barrels from different states, from different, whether it's a craft distillery that shut down and a craft distillery out in who knows Wyoming, and putting that together. That'll be dope.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Lot
Blend
of
them
barrel-
things,
lot of
man.
bar- lot of
Blend
barrels
them
available.
things.
Blend it up. Blend it up. Thing.
Blend them things.
I would love to see a lot more blending than the old traditional, like, oh, I got this 18-year bar. Let me
just gonna say that.
Let me just do this
Yeah. Right.
for you.
Yep.
$400. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, fam. What are we doing? But
For this
I
over oath
respect
bullshit.
guys like Heart Feeling Cold. They, I believe, had like an 18-year, and they finished it with something. I don't know. I have a bottle somewhere, but somewhere over here. But they finished it, and I was like, I tried it. I was like, this is pretty good. I liked it. At least you did something. You didn't just buy it and said, oh, it has our label here for you.
Yeah. I think that's tough. Like, I think the biggest thing for me looking at an NDP is like, I want to research like who is behind the brand, like what their goal is. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you get an 18-year Barton barrel that's fire, you can put that out, but that shouldn't be your whole MO. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be like, this is all I'm trying to do is put out tater barrels for people to go and chase. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should have like a portfolio of like, or what your branding is. You know what I mean? Like, what's your end goal? Like, what do you want to be known as a brand?
Yeah, no, I agree. It should be that, but
it's
I
not.
think a lot of these brands should start. It's not, because a lot of these brands should start off with potentially 50 barrels, and they have to turn all 50 into profit to then potentially get those toasted barrels, to be able to double oak, to be able to
Gotta make money.
do all those creative things. So it's tough to start off, but like I said, the consistent ones I think is going to be the blenders, is the ones that are going to be able to recreate, create, and just, it's their own touch.
Right.
That's really it.
Man,
I mean, you have our legacies. It would be dope to be able to. I mean, that's why I'm messing around with Circle City. I had bought I think their Wild Turkey Heaven Hill blend, 50-50.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty fantastic.
Nice.
Those are the only ones I ever heard that did that. I was like, by all means, take it. Take my credit card. I'm
Take my money.
Word.
Trying something different.
Right.
Try, you know what I mean? Experimenting.
different.
Yeah.
Take my money.
Man,
Right.
that should be on a T-shirt. Blend them things.
The blend.
Yeah.
Blend them thing.
Blend them things.
Wow.
THANGS.
All right, we'll have it ready by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, we won't.
Blend them things.
We need to.
So many
We need
ideas.
to.
Where's that Rye Carrier shirt?
Hey, bro.
Oh, like curious?
I showed you the
You did. I'm waiting.
the concept.
Tough, man. Not great stuff.
Oh man, this has been dope, man.
Blend them
Yes, sir.
It's cool talking to somebody who's like trying to navigate these things and like and actually cares.
Being authentic.
Yes,
It's very important. We appreciate that about you, man.
absolutely.
I think
That's real.
that's what's missing, man. That authenticity sometimes is missing. There's a lot of
100%.
people out there that just they look fake. They come off fake. They or they're trying to like appease to just a.
Like,
And I'm like, man, just
Stop
be
it.
organic,
Speak your
be
mind.
yourself.
get help. Stop it.
Get help.
The Jordan commercial.
What's your top 5 craft distilleries that you rock with? Top of the dome.
All right.
Top of the dome.
Said bull run, bull run, bull
Rapid
run.
Bull run, bull run, bull run, cash that check.
If you don't want to
Why?
answer, it, you don't gotta answer it. But I get it.
Because they produce hot fire.
Oh, he got the bottles to prove it.
he
He's
got
like, I got
proof.
bottles.
Heart feeling cold.
I don't think we've tried any of that.
Good.
Right?
Reach out to Jeremy
Okay.
and tell him you know me. He's a good cat. Bro.
Okay.
He's
Facts.
love it. That's my guy.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Heart Feeling Co. They make great stuff. I don't even consider Peerless craft anymore, man. It's just way too big.
They everywhere.
I mean, yes.
That's a whole other segment. I went on a whole rant the other day saying they need to cut off craft distillery monikers after like 15 years. Like
I
you
agree.
cannot be a craft distiller putting out thousands of product like that. And just a whole other
Over a
topic. This is-
decade.
It's a lot of crafts.
Yeah.
You're not craft
If
no
you've been
more,
a
bro.
craft distillery for 20 years, you're doing a tax write.
But we love Peerless, man. We
Yeah,
love the single
I
barrels
know.
of Peerless. They're just
No, yeah, I love
fire.
Peerless.
Yeah.
So I'll put Peerless as up there.
Okay.
Ryes, I gotta throw in a rye, heavy rye, craft joint. They're over here actually in Virginia.
Okay.
Oh my God, Catoctin.
Oh.
I like Catoctin.
Yes. The Cockton
Like
Creek.
the special stuff.
yeah,
I'm
Creek,
talking about
yeah.
like get their premium. Like don't. I mean the shelfers are.
Yeah.
What's their premium
Can't
called?
say I won't say.
What's the premium called? Give me an example of the premium. What's the premium?
I don't have the name in front. It's over there.
Well, how am I supposed to know? Like,
Right.
I'm
You
like,
supposed to. You trying to
It's
play
just a
a
single
song.
barrel. It's just a Cockton Creek single barrel, right?
Is this the premium?
I mean,
This guy knows.
Oh, okay.
He knows. He knows.
So they have their premium club. I don't know if it's called the Roundhouse, the Rowdy House.
Okay.
Those bottles tend to come out for about like $75 and up.
Okay.
Okay.
Not crazy.
Fantastic rise, man. I mean,
You had me.
Don't they have a hot honey finish?
Hot honey
nah,
finish.
I heard something about.
that's the.
See?
They
Look.
did have a hot honey
Thank
finish.
you.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
They
What
did.
is it
I need to
called?
try that.
That was kind of wild.
It is wild.
It sounds wild.
I want to try
I'm
it.
not a hot honey kind of cat.
Okay, all right.
What's it called?
What?
We eat that with some pizza.
What's it called?
It might be good.
What's the name?
Catoctin Creek.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Talking about.
Yeah.
Sunbox just released that.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah, that's right. we got it. I don't know if
I ordered it.
We're good. Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, Darius got one coming.
I got that. We got to try that
They
one.
have a maple finish one too, which was fantastic. So
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's 3.
It's 3.
Concocted.
2 more.
Darius, you're not lying. You literally got it arriving tomorrow. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say like I seen it. I was like I gotta calm down.
So that's
with
the
bottles.
that's the premium.
The concocting. I saw the hot honey finish, and I'm like,
it's the single barrel hot honey.
it's funny. That was like I'm done with the bottles
me
for the
tomorrow
year,
when that
and I'm
lands,
like
man.
I seen it. That's why I gotta stop reading those emails from the pro membership. I see hot honey finish. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta get that one. I have to get that one. So that's hilarious. You said that. So yeah, we're gonna try that one.
I'm glad you got that. That's a goodie.
I love that you said that. Now I'm even more excited to get it.
Right?
Oh God.
Yeah, I like it.
We gotta
I like
try
it.
that one.
And it's all
We got-
locally grown. You know, respect. These guys been pretty alright right here. Taconic
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
out of New York.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Pretty,
Yep, we are familiar
You
with the
know,
We
blend.
are familiar with them. Yes.
they're pretty consistently like they've hit their mark in my opinion.
Okay. I think we tried their maple for some kind of blind, right, Drew?
Yeah, and then there was something that we didn't they have
Oh.
a stout finish or something.
TSR pick.
Oh, yeah.
We all bought that joint.
I'm good. I'm good.
It's funny. I
yeah.
enjoyed the initial.
finish.
It was a stout,
Yeah.
stout finished bourbon, right?
It was
Yeah,
rye, I think.
it was
I think it was rye.
No, was it?
punchy.
I don't remember.
I think I still have it.
I still have it too.
I think I enjoyed it the first time a lot, and since then it kind of like dwindled on me.
You have to really
But
like
there was
stout.
something else that we really liked from them. I'm
really
trying to remember what that
tonic?
was. Yeah.
It was the maple, I think. They have,
Yeah,
they
I think it was
tonic,
the
they have
maple.
a, they have
That was
a
it.
cast strength maple finish
Yeah.
that TSR. I got it from TSR.
Yeah,
and we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Was that
Nice.
5?
That was 4, I think.
That was. I thought
Yeah,
that was
one more. No pressure.
I'm not saying bull run, man.
You forced himself out to say bullrun. We know that's in
We
there.
said it enough for you.
We know it's in there. So.
I mean, Middle West is up there. It's just,
Hey,
Okay, yeah.
I mean, they got to be up there. There's
they
no
gotta
way
be up there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with you on that.
Yeah,
They're
Nice.
easily top 5 on many lists. I'm just trying to give you other
Off the
Nah,
beaten path.
ones that you know.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Right. All right, that's what's up.
Nice.
Peerless in Middle West is like a cheat code. Like, give me top 5. Peerless Middle West. I'm like, all right, man. Like,
But
I
you
do
know
that.
what? But you know what? To that point, I think there are still a lot of people who don't know about Middle West. You know what I mean? Like, unless
Yeah.
you're from Ohio or like you've been putting on game, because there's a lot of
true.
people that just walk by it on the shelf. I feel like we didn't really know about Middle West until trying some single barrels
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Well,
That
yeah, I'm
first
just saying when we were new
rye
to the. Well, yeah,
was
yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of put us on the Middle West.
TSR's pick.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus Broad Branch.
Ooh. Okay. I've been hearing about them a little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, nice.
good.
Really good.
Okay.
Okay. Where are they out of?
They're out of North Carolina.
Interesting.
North Carolina.
Okay.
North Carolina got some distilleries.
They
man.
do.
Don't
They
sleep.
do.
Okay.
What is
They
it?
got, they
The
got distilleries.
is it Southern Star?
Southern
the Paragon.
Stars.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good.
That Paragon's
their
good.
Paragon, their
Yeah.
weeded stuff is. Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
There's a lot of crafts that are just.
Yeah.
They hit.
I know.
Is ASW a craft? I think.
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna
right?
say ASW.
I guess they would be a craft.
If Peerless is craft, then ASW.
You're right. If Peerless is craft, ASW is craft.
Sure.
Tax write-off. Tax write-off.
Right.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
I mean, because they're definitely not anywhere near the size of the big guys,
No,
the heavy
no,
hitters. So, is
I like
there
ASW.
is there an in between?
Yeah.
Is there somewhere in between like craft and like
Big name.
I don't know, in Buffalo Trace?
Legacy.
Penelope. I mean, they're
I guess that
Now?
would be
Now?
the
No.
because they're big now.
Yeah.
Big now. They like. with
no.
the
That's what I'm
whole-
saying. I don't think they're. You wouldn't call them a
Right.
big distillery. Like
I would.
They would. They're pretty
Yeah.
big now. They were NGP.
they're pretty much holding MGP down right now.
is some of the
MGP.
biggest distilleries.
I don't think how would you not describe them as big?
Yeah. I mean now.
They
yeah.
started.
obviously.
They started off on the craft kind
Right.
of,
Right.
in
yeah.
Roselle, New Jersey. Of all places.
Yeah.
ND. Well, yeah, whatever. NDP.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
I wouldn't call it
goes
that.
back to my original perspective, which is a lot of craft brands start as.
So you're not giving them craft.
Because they were
Hell no.
sourcing.
No, they never were.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, because they were sourcing from NGP and then they got bought out by.
always been
but
so
that
goes
goes
back
back
to
to,
your
my
original
original point. That a lot of craft brands.
But then you can't call them
start
craft.
as-
You can't call them craft.
You can't
Why not?
They're not
Because they,
That's
don't, they don't
my-
have their own distillate. That's where I'm
But
coming from.
that's what makes it craft.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's
Yes.
no.
Yes.
I think that's what makes it craft. No, they
Yes.
have their own.
I don't
what-
think
Isack,
that
what do you
that's
say?
what makes it craft. I think that could be your reasoning
Yeah.
to make it
Yes.
craft, but I don't think that's actually
I
what
want
makes
to
it
hear
craft.
Isaac's opinion on that. I want to hear.
I thought that's what it made it craft because they had their own distiller.
Yeah.
They were doing their own
I'm
stuff.
on the side of, for you to be craft,
Mm-hmm.
you are your own. Have some sort of pot still something in there. You gotta have something there.
You can
to
source,
be
but you
craft.
have to have your own distillate going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
you can
to
I'm with
have
that.
your
I'm with
own-
that.
you can
I'm with
source.
that.
Your own-
I'm with that.
I'm not
with
saying
that.
you can't source. I'm just saying that
Didn't Penelope
But-
have their
you
own
making your own
pot
distillate.
thing in there? Didn't they have their own?
No, they distill
They're
a
blending.
goddamn thing.
blending.
They had that honey. We tried that honey. I thought that was there.
That's blending though,
MGP,
yeah.
brother.
Yeah. Okay.
or finishing.
Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
finishing. Yeah.
We tried the Rio before it was Rio. I
Yeah, I'm
thought they
on
were
the-
doing something.
Craft gotta be craft, man. If they doing locally grown things, and
Yeah, they weren't doing
Yeah.
that.
that's definitely.
That's the real
So
craft.
like Bull Run is 50-50. Like they do some locally grown stuff, but they also have their mash bill in I was gonna
Got
say
you.
Penelope, Lord have mercy. In MGP also.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they have both.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I get you. It makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we covered a lot.
Yeah,
we
man.
covered a lot. I think.
Isaac, I appreciate you hopping on with us, bro.
Sure,
Where?
for sure, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Where can people find you? Both.
Sheep.
Yeah. Where can they find you? Yeah.
R.I.P. to R.I.P.
In
to
the
my
streets.
If you ain't found me by now, no. fuck it.
man. Don't mess
Don't
with
go
me.
looking.
Don't mess
Yeah.
with me.
Don't worry about my government.
Well, you can find me on IG, YouTube. I do have a little TikTok there,
You
but
got-
I just,
Okay.
I get it.
Isaac's Happy Corner. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah.
And join the mailing list if you want to find out about my picks. I'm only gonna have like 800 for the year, so
800 for the year.
Only gonna have 800 for the year.
that's it.
800
it.
That's
bottles.
not a lot if you think about it.
I thought about it. It's a
I
lot.
thought about that.
That's not a lot. That's not a lot.
I guess when you compare to somebody else, maybe. But that seemed like a lot. It's like a decent amount. What do we got?
800 for 1 year, 5 different picks total. God,
He's talking about across his. Yeah, I get that.
Now you put it like that, I get it. Yeah. I got you.
across the catalog. Chill out.
Why you trying to hate on him, man?
I wasn't a hate.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that was no hater. What are you talking
Right.
about, bro?
He said that's craft level. Stop.
No, I'm trying to big him up. Like you doing a lot.
You
doing big
doing a
things.
lot, man. 800.
No hateration over here, bro.
right.
It's all love.
Okay.
Well, Isaac, again, appreciate you for hopping on.
Yes, sir.
Until next time,
Thank you.
we out.
Peace, peace, peace.
Deuces.
Much love to y'all.
Peace.